definitely cleaner. Look at this, no paint. No rust holes, no nothing. Just what you see. So, I take off that decal and pop the fenders. Okay, guys, you saw the update on the Concorde. Carburetor's off this thing. The lifting plate is on, and that's it. It sits here wrapped. No radiator in it. I want to get some antifreeze in it. To answer George's question, no, the motor's not going to go in within the next month or so. What we're trying to do is we're going to pop the two front fenders off, the front valance, so we could sand up under where the fender would go. And our goal is just to get the engine compartment, the radiator support all around the front and everything painted. And then I'm going to go under there, and I got some professional undercoating that I'm going to put on with the Schutz gun, which, if you guys remember, the back half's already undercoated. Just to blacken it. There's no rust or anything I'm covering underneath. So I'll do that. I'll get up into just the tunnel, the front edge of the tunnels as far as I'll come, and then the toe boards where your feet are, and some of the rail, and we'll get inside the I guess the fender wells, the sides of the car. On that car there are no fender wells. It's the sheet metal, the fender, and the outside. So we'll get all up in there too. We'll black it all out. I think this stuff is black. I guess we'll find out. It says paintable, so it's got to dry to a decent consistency. We went to the show today. We got there decently early. It was a little light because they had the other major show going in the same day. That show was a little light, so between the two of them it was like a show and a half. That's the best way of wording it. More people came out than would have normally come to either show. Okay, because of the distance, one being on the North Shore, one being on the South Shore. We did okay. I picked up this thing right here, this fuel line, which I don't plan on using, but it's the correct one for the Junior's carburetor. It'll allow me, if I want to test that carburetor, to test it. I paid a whopping $1 for it, so I went for it. Like I said, I don't plan on leaving it on the car. Junior picked up a 240Z model, sealed. And then he picked up something else that I'm going to make a separate video on. And that was the extent of it. The only other thing I saw there that I was interested in was the guy had a set of 15 by 9 inch aluminum slots, unilug, with a like original sheen on it. In other words, they weren't super shiny, but they weren't oxidized either. They were normal looking, and it had a set of 295 15s on there. I think I wanted $1.50 for them, and I could have haggled them, and I just held myself back, and we never bought them because I said to Junior, I said, how many wheels do we need? I can't use them on this car. They're way too wide for me on this, because aluminum slots, the offset is all towards the out. I think the backspace was only 3.5 on a 9-inch wheel. I need something like 4.25 on this car, and the biggest I can go is I could squeeze an 8 on a good day in this car, depending on what tires on it. So I could never use them, so we let them ride. And I know to buy something and resell it is never going to happen. They'll just sit here. So with that said, I actually cleaned this whole garage, minus his hood. That's the only thing that's remaining. Everything's gone behind the car. Everything's been swept and cleaned. The thing that remains down here is my collapsible table and my hood. Junior's engine sits here. Even all around the bike is clean. So I was actually going to move this today. It's going to go down in the basement. I would like to work on this over the winter. I want to put that wall back up across the front here and cover up the car. But I would like to work on this, because as soon as the cold weather sets in, I'm not going to be out there working on the Concorde. The Concorde is going to be spotty. Once the engine compartment's painted, I'm going to take the white hood. It's going to go back on there on the hood hinges with no springs, and that's the way it's going to sit, just to keep the top covered. And that'll probably be it for that. And then I'll just work on all the pieces that we unbolted. He took off the front stabilizer bar. I gotta see if there's a difference between a 6-cylinder bar and an 8-cylinder bar, because I have an 8-cylinder 74 Hornet wagon bar. When I had my 74 Hornet Sport out V8 car, which I shouldn't have sold. But I didn't know any better. I took the bar off before I sold it. So I have that bar with all the brackets. If it's a bigger bar, we'll put it on. If it's a smaller bar, we'll leave it off. We'll leave it the same way. But I would never drive a car without a stabilizer bar like this one. Well, my sedan. The Amex has it front and rear. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Just so you guys know, I don't expect too much more with this. I don't even plan on leaving that right there. We're gonna find a place to put it. We're gonna narrow it down as much as we can. So that probably means the headers will come off the mufflers. Junior wants to mount these mufflers on the car. Okay, not quite like side pipes, but not hidden either. Obviously, he wants to cut the collector off. Whoops, aluminum point. He wants to cut the collector off, and he wants the side pipe, and he wants that to stick out just past the rocker. So that would be like mounting them. Oops. That'd be like mounting them in this section right here, but behind the rocker lip, which I can't bend down and reach. Okay, and that turnout just be past the rocker lip. So you'll see them from the side, and then as soon as they come in front of that, going to 45, head towards the middle of the car, if you want to word like that, and another 45 towards the header. So you're only going to see the red muffler, then you're going to see a turn-in pipe. That's what he wants. He asked me if that's okay. I said, yeah, that sounds 70s to me. I offered him, I made a video of this and never posted it. I offered him the 2 Woodpecker brand new glass packs, and he doesn't want them. So that's fine. You know what I mean? They're a lot of money, and I'd hate to put them on the car and him say he doesn't like them, and then they're no longer brand new. So with that said, guys, I guess I'm just rambling on a little bit. I was actually going to fire this thing up today, and I realized that I stole 1 screw off each intake manifold, because I had this outside and I looked at it when the carburetor was leaning down. I was like, holy crap, something fell on it. I didn't know about it, even though they were on the other side. And I walked up and I realized I stole the 2 top screws, probably for something we're working on one of the things. So like I said to Junior, I'd like to see this thing run unpainted. The hell with the paint. Just get everything mechanically done. I'd like to lose that disc on this side, shorten the axle down, come up with a different brake system, but leave the sprocket sticking out the other side. Really don't like that. And just need something to slow me down. But I guess that's it. We are gonna call it, guys. Weekend's over. It was a good weekend. It was a productive weekend. I hope I didn't bore the living crap out of you guys while I was cleaning the carburetors. I saw I didn't get a lot of comments, so I figured it was too boring, but that's okay. That's okay. I guess that's it. I did have one wise ass comment about the 290 on the scoop today, which really surprised me. But then I saw the guy that said it and it didn't surprise me. So, but that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later.